Reality cannot be ignored except at a price, and the longer the ignorance is persisted in, the higher and more terrible becomes the price that must be paid. Aldous Huxley. Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Rachakodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders at Greatmillstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, so brother Haran coming back at you with another lesson, Lord willing to be edifying and uplifting unto the elect. All right, and I believe today's January 6th, all right, 2023, the hopeful year that all of the prophecies come to pass. All right, the hopeful year that all of the prophecies come to pass. All right, and in a couple of previous videos that I did, all right, I was mentioning how, we're living in a time of, obviously what we know as biblical prophecies. All right, but these articles that keep coming up, all right, these are basically the prophecies in modern day terms. Okay, we're reading these biblical prophecies in these modern day terms. All right, and we're explaining it and giving you the understanding to these prophecies that are in the scriptures. Because now, those things that were written thousands of years ago are happening in this lifetime, just like all the prophets of old mentioned, all right, and just like how our Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, okay, really through Yahawashi, all right, 2,000 plus years ago, also talked about, okay, and one of the things that Yahawashi talked about was what? That we have to watch out for the signs of his coming, okay. The Apostle Paul talks about the same thing, looking out for the signs. Because the signs are what's going to show you the times that you're in. The signs would direct you to the destination, all right, and show you a little bit more of where you're at in time. Okay, and now we know through the Spirit and power of Yahawashi that we're living in the very last of the latter days. Okay, because the last day started 2,000 plus years ago when the Son of Man was on this earth. All right, Yahawashi, he was on this earth. Now we're in the latter of the last days and we're getting ready for the second coming. Okay, now the second coming comes with all the end time prophecies. Okay, we're going to see the MOTB, all right, be administered globally. All right, and prior to that, okay, we're going to start seeing them perpetrate a narrative to come against the truth. Okay, we're going to start seeing, all right, this truth being tied in and being synonymous with the word terrorist or terrorism or extremism. We've already seen it. All right, we've already heard it. But now they're going to build a much bigger narrative to come directly against the Bible and against the prophets. Okay, why? Because that's also part of biblical prophecy. Okay, that's all part of biblical prophecy. Amos 8:11. Okay, that the Lord is going to do what? He's going to what? Take his word, all right, out of the earth. All right, roughly paraphrasing, he's not going to have, all right, as a matter of fact, let me just pull that up. Instead of roughly paraphrasing it, we could just get it, right? Because again, it's biblical prophecy, right? There's a book of Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahawah." All right, so that's the famine that's coming. Now you're gonna, of course, you're gonna have the actual food famine, all right, but the most important famine there is will be the fact that we're going to be living in a time where the hearing the words of the Lord like you do now will not be something that you're going to be getting easy access to. Okay, only those who know will have the access to know. All right, those who don't know, you're going to be lost in the dark. All right, and the Lord is gradually, all right, quickly but gradually breaking this whole system down. Okay, and once it's broken all the way down, this was going to happen. Amos 8 verse 12, it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea." Why? Because now they're looking for explanations to their problems. Okay, reality has hit them, and now people are going to start scrambling. Okay, they're being conditioned now that when the time comes, they'll have nothing to lose, meaning they're going to lose it. Okay, when the people have nothing to lose, they lose it. All right, it says, "And they shall wander from sea to sea," all right, and from the north even to the east. All right, sea to sea, you got the East Coast, the Atlantic Ocean is there. And you got the West Coast, the Pacific is there, sea to sea. You're gonna go left from the brothers in GMS, or New York, oh, brothers in Cali, oh, yo, brothers up in Chicago, oh, brothers down south, yo, you try to find them, Nah. All right. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. You're gonna type it in, GMS this, Mental Valley this, oh this, nah, Israelites, yo, the truth, the elect, you're not gonna find nothing. MOTB, you're not gonna find nothing. All right, and it's coming up very soon. Okay, it's coming up very soon, man. But remember, this place is all bugged the hell out. All right, this place is bugged out. Okay, and I got this quick article that I want to jump into real fast. See if I can find it. Right. It says here, and this is on zerohedge.com. It says, the fabric of our society is coming apart at the seams right in front of our eyes. In January 6, 2023. All right. One rule that I have always lived by is that crazy people should be avoided. But what good is that rule now that our entire society has started to go completely nuts? Everywhere you look, the fabric of our society is being completely shredded. The thin veneer of civilization that we all used to be able to take for granted is rapidly disappearing. And violence often erupts for seemingly no reason at all. And that goes to show you the state in which America is in. Okay, the Lord said he's going to what? Let me get that. All right. The Lord said he's going to what? He's going to expose America for who she is. He said, this is what he said. He said what? This guy said, the thin veneer of civilization that we all used to be able to take for granted, right, is rapidly disappearing. And violence often erupts for seemingly no reason at all. Well, see, the thing is, you people have been blinded for so long. You think that America has always been this upstanding, God-loving Christian country. But the whole entire history of this country and what it actually stands for should show you that this place is not a God-fearing country. Everything 2022 into 2023 has showed us, all right, that this place is meant to be destroyed. Everyone who's going to be completely destroyed and burnt up by nuclear missiles is in America right now. Okay? Most of them, they're all here in America right now, man. The most wickedest people on earth, they all come here to Babylon the Great to perform those wickedness. Any type of wickedness that you could think of, all right, that happens underneath the sun, it happens here in Babylon the Great. Guaranteed. As a matter of fact, they learn that shit from here and take it overseas. Okay? That's why this place is the most bugged out fucking place on the planet Earth. America, Babylon the Great. All right? It lives up to its name, Babylon. Confusion. Okay? And this article is going to go all into that. All right? There's a book of Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. And the Chaldeans were the top high priests, satanic high priests, all right, of the Babylonian Empire. Okay, the Chaldeans were up there, all right, the high high so-called secret society members, all right, so-called elites. Yeah, those are the Chaldeans. Okay, it says, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. And that's all similitudes, all right, that the Lord is using to show that what he's going to completely expose America, Babylon the Great, for who she really is. And once you start seeing it, then people are going to be like, oh, wow, look at America, man. This place is, damn, look at this place. But what happened to this country? The once great country has now become the butt of all jokes. I mean, look at the president, look at its people. I mean, these people are bugged the hell out. They're confused, you know? They walk around, so you got misgender. This nigga here called himself a he, she, another one saying they, them, another one saying she, her. These people are crazy, you know? They actually go around thinking that, oh, I identify as a cat, and they expect you to actually look at them and refer to them as a cat. What the hell is going on? This is America for you. And they make rights and they give them, they create laws and give these people rights and They're all mingled in society. These people should be put in a mental asylum somewhere. But no, they got them in society, and they function. You got them in your jobs. You got them everywhere. And they're causing confusion and wreaking havoc, and nobody could say anything about it. Because if you do, you're going to be deemed somebody who's engaging in hate, or you have a phobia. All this weird stuff that just spawned out of nowhere over the past 10, 15 years. The past 10, 15 years, they've accelerated in Satanism, and that's because they know that they have but a short time. They're trying to destroy as many spirits as they can before the return of our Lord. But it's going to be a futile effort, okay? Because the Lord got you beat to the punch, all right? It says, I got that. It says, you simply cannot have a civilization without civilized people, and the truth is that we are becoming less civilized with each passing year, of course, all right? And it really got turned up when this guy Obama came into power. Okay, that's when you start to see, all right, America really take a turn to expose itself. I mean, they start to show you a lot more. You know, you start to hear, oh, the NSA actually spies on you. You know, it's like, damn, this is like stuff that used to be called conspiracy theory. Now the NSA is actually coming out and saying, yeah, we do spy on you. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. DHS comes out and says, yeah, we do breach and find into your personal information and all that. Yeah, what are you really gonna do about it? Nothing. Okay, cool. You know, so it's like things that like years ago, you know, like the Bohemian Grove, you know, shit like that. You know, you're like, oh no, they actually worship this, they do this, like Alex Jones's conspiracy theory coming out with this. Yo, now they out just putting out in the forefront. They don't care. They just show you. Balenciaga will come up and show you shit. They got things Molech, Baal. I mean, they just put it out in the forefront. You know. So very soon, when the MOTB comes out, they're going to show you that they are truly the devils indeed. All right. Because they've been programming people for that. They've been preparing people for that. All right. So it says, sadly, this is particularly true for our young people. Most of them have been brought through our completely immoral system of public education, and most of them have had their minds severely warped by thousands upon thousands of hours of mental garbage that masquerades as entertainment. And that's all carefully done by design. Okay, when you read something known as the Frankfurt School, okay, they had like these weird commandments, all right, that they were gonna do, all right, for basically humanity and society at a certain time in their agenda, in their plan. Okay, and it all ties in with Agenda 21, all right, Agenda 2025, Agenda 2030, all that bullshit that they got, which is never gonna come to fruition, all right, according to prophecy. But you know, it's part of what they have planned. Okay, again, showing you that they are the devils that the Bible speaks of. Okay, and the word devil simply means a deceiver. Okay, a false accuser, a slanderer. Okay, and that's exactly what they're gonna do by they said they got a Davos 2023 meeting. Okay, and they're going to discuss how to combat so-called misinformation. So they're about to get ready, all right, to really get in gear as the devil. All right, falsely accuse the men of the Lord for treason, for terrorism, for anti-Semitism, all right, hate speech, extremism, all kinds of shit. All right. So it's coming. All right, it's coming, but the Lord has a plan for that. All right. So let's keep going. It says, as a result, many of them behave like lunatics, and the streets of our cities are no longer safe. So what you think is going to happen next? Something needs to go down for all these bugged out crazy weirdos to go crazy, and you could just bring martial law. Okay. It says, one of the reasons why so many people like to interact with others through phones and video screens is because the real world has become just so hazardous. Wow. A video that was trending on social media during the holiday season is a perfect example of this. An absolutely massive brawl recently erupted at a Waffle House in Austin, Texas, and it got so much attention that Fox News even took notice. And it goes down and on about the whole shit, whatever. This brawl has been watched millions upon millions of times, and the reason why it became so popular is because many viewers found it to be extremely entertaining, and that's all they care about. Okay? These people, that's all they care about. All right? The perfect dictatorship would have the appearance of a democracy, right? A form of people rule. Okay? The rule of the people, so to speak. All right? Which is really mob rule, democracy. But will basically be a prison without walls, all right, where the prisoners will not even dream of escaping. All right? And that's what we're seeing. Okay? Basically, it will be a system of slavery where, you know, through their consumption of entertainment like TikTok, Instagram, all these stupid little shit. I'm following my influencers, and now you got people who have become celebrities, regular people. You know, that's all the form of entertainment. Esau has turned regular people into control bots. They use them as puppets to control the rest of the people, influence them, influencers, right? So with all this consumption of entertainment and no real education, you know, these people have become slaves, and they love their servitude. They don't even care about it. You know, they don't even think of their slavery as slavery. They don't care. They don't even see it. Right? That's why they're going to take that MOTB to enjoy that entertainment. You know, because MOTB is a test. All right? It's going to be a test upon the face of the earth. You know? And once they perfect that metaverse shit, you start seeing, what's that? Unreal Engine 5 type of graphics, where you could see the person, like it's like a video game, but in real life form. You could see the eyes, the nose, you know, the little skin marks in the face, you know, the pimple marks, you know. You could scan your face and put yourself in metaverse. You think people not going to live like that? They already do now through their black mirror, their phones. Okay? They can see themselves in that mirror, in that black mirror. Whatever they see in that phone, they imitate it. That's the black mirror. You see yourself in that black screen, right? That's what it is. All right? And it's leading to a lot of people's slavery, which they're not going to be safe from, but they're going to be destroyed. That's the only way. Okay? It says the brawl has... Oh, we talked about that already. All right? It says, in particular, many were absolutely fascinated by the Waffle House employee that was seemingly able to deflect chairs that were thrown at her. And they got a whole video, and you got people joking about it, of course. Right? It says, but why are all the people that are crying out in anguish for what has happened to this generation of young people? It says, an entire generation of young adults seem to have no moral foundation whatsoever, and that has dire implications for the future of our society. Well, we're in Gen Z. After Gen Z, you start all over with what? Gen A. Okay? Now, Esau thinks he's going to do it with Gen Alpha. You know, they're creating a transhumanism, a whole bunch of children, satanic looking babies. Like, okay, that's not going to happen. That will never happen. Okay? This is your kingdom. Enjoy it now. You don't get to what's that? What's the other shit that they do? Trans metaverse. You can't trans into a different verse, trans universe, trans life, whatever. Everything is trans for you bitches. Huh? You can't jump from this life into the next just like that. No. You got to go through slavery for 1,000 years in our kingdom. And guess what? You're going to go off every day, because the scripture says that the curses are going to befall you. So if the curses are going to befall you, devils, right? That means you're going to go off every day. Because look at Jake. Jake go off every day. And that's because of the curses. So you niggas going to be going off every single day, including the Sabbath, and you're going to be getting bashed in. You get twice the punishment before the Sabbath and 3 times the punishment after the Sabbath, maybe more. All right. So we're going to get there. We can't wait. So keep going. It says, every day there are more brawl videos featuring our young people on social media. And that's done by design, because Esau understands the power of these things that catch on. They call it trends. Okay. So if you set a trend, it becomes infectious. And that's why you got people nowadays, all people want to do is go on TikTok and do stupid dance videos. Being in the time of the end, this is what people are doing. Dance videos. That don't even make no sense. No correlation, nothing. Just do small little shake your shoulder, move your arm left, right, look up, look like a whole idiot. And then just, that's it. What is going on? And that's all they do everywhere. People just dancing. It's like a disease. It's like I just gotta dance. What the fuck? You know? So that's why the Lord gonna destroy these people in this place. All right, it says, they are brawling in restaurants, they are brawling at Walmart, they are brawling at sporting events, they are brawling on the subway, and they are brawling in the streets. That's a fact. All right. We just act like all this is perfectly normal. These days, if you choose to use public transportation, you are literally putting your life on the line. Hey, guess what? 2023 is going to get even worse. Okay? It's going to get even worse, man. Let's get that. It's going to get even worse because these people don't even care. Okay? These people don't care. There's a book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay? That word iniquity, okay, goes into what? Lawlessness. Okay? Lawlessness, man. And they're already making laws, all right, I believe in Illinois, which went into effect on the 1st of January. So now they're just going to have to build up the tension even more and just let go. That's it. Build it up and just let go and let the people wild the fuck out. You know, it's like putting ants, right? If you have black ants and red ants, okay, you put them in a jar and you gently place them down. They could be in the same jar together by themselves, right? And they'll be peaceful. Nothing's going to happen. They're not going to bug out. They're not going to go crazy. But the moment you pick up that jar with those two kind of ants in there and you shake that jar and you leave it, what's going to happen? They both going to attack each other. Okay? The red ants, the black ants, they're going to attack each other. Why? Because they think the next guy is the one who started all this commotion. Because they just both minding their own business. And all of a sudden, their whole life just, whoa, shit, what the fuck? You bumping into me? I'm being tossed up into the ceiling, back down to the ground, breaking limbs. Whoa, nigga, what are you doing? You turn up, you know? And that's Esau. He's using the media. He in the background and he's setting shit up. You know, he putting this information out there. He's setting this nigga up and he's saying, yo, put this in the music. Make sure you put this in the movies. You know, make sure you put that over there. Make sure you say this. Make sure you start this trend. Make sure you show this to these people, right? And that's what he's doing, setting things up. Put this law out. Make sure you make this law. Make sure you set this up. All right, cool, okay. And then he's just going to let go. And you're going to see people but just bug the hell out. Okay? The love of many shall wax cold. Okay? That brotherly love is going to go. It's gone. All right? It's going to get worse. Okay? So it says, these days, if you choose to use public transportation, you are literally putting your life in danger. It's going to get worse. Okay, when there's no food, yeah, think about that. All right. One 78-year-old man that lives in Oregon recently found this out the hard way. He was brutally attacked by a crazed 25-year-old lunatic that tried to chew his face off for apparently no reason at all. Got demons out here too. Okay. See, the spiritual man understands this. Those of us who know what's going on, we know these are all spirits that the Lord has put on the earth right now. The rest of the world, they bug like this article. Oh, yeah, with these people, I don't know what's going on. We know what's going on. See, but people don't want to listen. You know, when authorities finally arrived, they could see the victim's skull. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And this is still relatively peaceful times. You could still go to work and come back home peacefully. Mind you, the Lord Yahawashi does protect us. Okay, let's not forget that. But for the most part, we haven't gotten to that point where shit really gets crazy yet. We ain't got there yet. You know, we ain't got there yet. But we're getting there. You know, they're preparing the people. When you start seeing shit like this, niggas is out here biting people's face off and you can see the skull. Well, what's going to be happening when all hell breaks loose and it's all free and legal and you can do whatever? Every man for himself. What happens then? It's coming. It says a suspect is in custody after a grisly attack on an elderly man on a Max platform in Gresham early Tuesday morning, according to police. At about 2:17 a.m., officers responded to the Cleveland station at 1200 Northeast 8th Street, where distressed very stressed witnesses reported an attack and a lot of blood. You hear that? Almost like an animal mauled you. All right. Insane. Insane. An old 78-year-old man getting his whole face chewed off, man. Babylon. It says, in fact, it says, but why is the society that we live in now? In fact, senseless violence is even happening right outside the White House. A man allegedly beat another man to death with a metal pipe Wednesday in Washington, D.C. near the White House. A jogger found the man at the Ellipse Park in downtown Washington, D.C. and then found a nearby Secret Service agent, according to Fox 5. Police were able to obtain video footage that shows an altercation in the same area at around 6:30 a.m. It says, if they can't even keep the area around the White House safe, do you think that they are able to protect you? This is 2nd Ezra 16 right here. Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 16. Let me get that. Let's get that. Let's pull it up. All right. These prophecies are coming to life. We're reading them. Okay, this is the book of 2nd Ezra. All right, chapter 16. Actually, let's do the 15th chapter. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy. Okay, and the word prophecy, all right, means to say before. So all these things were written and said thousands of years ago in this very book, the Bible. Okay, we're reading from the Apocrypha now. Okay, which you can always get. You can just place an order. All right, you can get it separately. Okay, if you don't have the original 1611 version, which I believe there are certain older versions that actually do have the full Old and Apocrypha in there and the New Testament all in there. All right, the 1611. But most of us have the regular Old and New Testament version, so you have to get the Apocrypha as a part of it. All right, and once you read that, you get more of a better picture of certain things that are missing in history. Okay, in the Israelite history, I should say. All right, so it's very important that you go into the Apocrypha as well. Okay, and of course, it has the bulk of the prophecies in there too. Okay, like the one that we're reading right now. Okay, so the Lord is telling Ezra, the prophet Ezra, that what? Speak thou in the ears of my people, and his people are the Israelites. All right, the words of prophecy, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And that's what he's doing with us. Okay, we are the prophets coming back because we're doing the same exact thing that the Lord said in the last days the prophets will be doing. Okay, it says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And that's why they're written in the scriptures. Okay, fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee. Meaning what? The unbelief. Don't let it bother you. See, we've been talking about these things for years, man. And yeah, people didn't listen, but the Lord said, don't let that shit bother you. Okay, again, it's done by design. I want to have a reason to destroy them. So I'm going to say, look, I put my men out there and you didn't listen, so I'm going to destroy you. That's it. So we have a job to do, and we're going to continue to do it until the Lord says, enough, it is finished. Okay, it is finished. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Okay, because of your unbelief and your unfaithfulness, that's what's going to land you out there in the midst of chaos. Because you don't know the prophecies, you don't understand the times that we're in, so you're gonna get caught out there, man. You women gonna get caught out there, especially you women. You all gonna get caught out there, all right? Unless you're in the household of faith, all right? Unless you're being protected by a man of the Lord, you're gonna be caught out there, all right? Majority of you women, you're gonna get caught out there. I'm telling you, I guarantee you're gonna get caught out there. You females that think you got it and all that, you're gonna get caught out there, all right? And no one's gonna feel bad for you, okay? No one's gonna feel bad for you. All right, that's when you're gonna really have to show the world what you've been talking, all this shit you've been saying. Now you're really gonna have to show the world that, yeah, you really, you could do bad all by yourself. It says, hordes of ruthless predators are roaming our streets, and they just keep getting younger and younger. In Milwaukee, a 10-year-old boy is being accused of murdering his own mother because she wouldn't buy him a virtual reality headset. Wow. 10-year-old kids aren't supposed to know how to kill people. What in the world has happened to us? Really, what has happened to the U.S.? As us, U.S. is the same thing. Us. Okay, us is spelled US. Okay, what has happened to this country? What has happened to Babylon the Great? Well, we'll tell you. The Lord has happened to Babylon the Great. Okay, he's visiting this place. Okay, and that's all part of the plagues. That's all part of the plagues, man. Violence, that's a plague. Okay, that's a plague. Because why is it not hitting different parts of the earth like it's hitting here? Okay, food shortages, that's a plague. All right. What else? Diseases, regular actual pestilences, that's all plagues, man. All right, these factory food processing plants that got burnt down all 2022, those are plagues. All right, the Lord is setting fire. He's throwing fire down in these places, killing them off. All these animals that got cooked off, those are all plagues. Okay, the Lord is showing you that what? He's not with this country. He's not with this place. All right, and he's destroying this place, taking it down. Isaiah 47. Okay, it says at this point, homicide and suicide are two of the most common causes of death for young children in this country. They got drugs and all kinds of different shit, man. You know, it says, are you starting to get my point? Homicide as well as suicide are common causes of death for young age groups in the United States, second only to accidents for those between the ages 15 and 34. After that age, cancer, heart disease, and more recently, CV-19 became bigger killers. All right, and we know, all right, that here in Babylon, the biggest cause of death is medical malpractice. Okay, medical malpractice. Now, that could stem from being in the hospital and something goes wrong, and then that's it for you, or administering of these drugs. All right, these witchcraft potions, whether they be in pill form or liquid form. All right, these are all pills to get you under some type of hallucinogen. Okay, they actually prescribe all kinds of crazy shit for people nowadays. It's insane. It's insane, man. You know, people are caught up on all kinds of demons because they keep popping these pills and opening up their spirits to all kinds of different energy, different type of shit. And you wonder why people are all bugged the hell out. Addiction, obesity. All right. I mean, these people are sick. This place is done, bro. It's finished, man. It's disgusting. You know, it's disgusting. All right. And that's the only way it has to go out, by fire. That's it. All right. It says, even for children aged 5 through 9, homicide is a big danger and was the fourth most common cause of death for the age group in 2020, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. What they don't. Okay, so let's hold on a second. Even that name alone is fraudulent. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. What disease are you controlling? And which ones are you preventing? Because here it is. We know that you're part of those who create these diseases. How are you preventing them? Again, the devil, Satan. Okay? For those 10 to 14 years old, both homicide and suicide are among the top killers. Yes, the fabric of our society really is coming apart at the seams all around us. America is going down. Okay? And you could see it. But Esau is going to make it, he's going to turn it around and try to convince these same very people who are actually part of the destruction of this society. They're going to convince them to look at us, the ones who are actually pointing out, all right, how this place is going down and actually showing you what the Lord is doing according to prophecy. They will convince these people to look at us as the problem. You see? So, hey, man, shit is about to go crazy very soon. All right? It says the biggest criminals of all are those that are supposed to be running the entire show. The most heinous crimes are being committed by those that roam the halls of power, but our society has become so corrupt that most people simply do not care. And that's actually something that this guy Adam Weishaupt actually told. He actually wrote a letter to damn, the name just escaped me. Philo. Okay, a friend of his name was Philo. All right, and he was writing down in the letter. He told him, you know, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. I think I might have written it down somewhere. All right, and you remember, hey, you devils, remember how we always tell you that we study you bitches, right? We take time and study because scriptures tell you that what, never trust thine enemy. So once you understand how your enemy works, okay, life events don't really surprise you. because you understand how they move. You could actually have more power over them because you could predict their next move. Okay, according to prophecy, of course, it says, Adam Weishaupt said here, we must win control over the common people in every corner. This will be obtained chiefly by means of the schools, the public school, public food system. In like manner, we must try to obtain and influence the military academies, the printing houses, booksellers, shops, chapters, and in short, in all offices. That goes talk. That's also talking about your political offices, your religious offices, and so on and so forth. All right. All offices, or even in directing the mind of the man, painting and engraving are highly worth our care. Adam Weishaupt to Philo. Okay, that's real shit right there. And what does he mean by all this? That we have to create an image for the people. In order to control them, we have to create an image for them. Okay, an image. And that's how you have your political people on TV. Okay, you have your celebrities, entertainers, and so on and so forth. All right. They've created a world and is leading to one thing and one thing only: destruction. Okay, destruction. And that comes to those who partake in it as well. All right. It says, the most heinous crimes are being committed by those that roam the halls of power, but our society has become so corrupt that most people simply do not care. And that's all because we're living, all right, underneath the rulership of the wicked, which is Esau Edom. Okay, the so-called white man. All right, which they're really red. All right, and those people, you want to argue the facts? Well, look no further than the World Economic Forum. That tells you everything you need to know about these people. There was this old lady, I forget her name, right? But she was on one of the World Economic Forum panels, and she said, overpopulation is our biggest problem. That's what she said. You know, she looked like Killed Bates' grandmother or some shit, and she came out and said that. And I was like, wow, these motherfuckers are out. Who is she, and where did she come from? And they just popping out of the woodwork. The Most High cooking them off, and they just just keep popping up, becoming more bolder and bolder, braver and braver, wickeder and wickeder, man. Esau Edom. So just like that, just like so many great civilizations before us, we will surely fall if our current decline cannot be reversed. No. America is going down. Ain't no if our, no, ain't no if nothing. America is done. It's finished. All right. She's circling the drain. All right. And the Most High, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, is about to finish this thing, man. Okay. He is about to finish this thing. The moment Esau, you try to rise up, because right now you're going down. The moment you try to rise up, the Most High gonna cook you. All right. He's gonna cook you. All right. You got one more chance, and the Lord gonna take everything from you. All right. It says, he said, my hope is that my articles will shock people into realizing that we desperately need change, and that we've been saying that. And the only change that will be perfect is the Israelite change. All right. Well, we've been saying the gospel that until the Israelites are actually ruling underneath Yahawashi, underneath a righteous vibration, there'll be no happiness for everyone. And that's Esau's mantra. You will own nothing and you'll be happy. So until the Lord comes down and takes these devils out of place, all right, and sits on the throne and brings righteousness into this earth, nobody's safe. Nobody will be happy. You heard Klaus Schwab and when he said that. He said not everyone is going to be safe if not everyone is vaccinated. He said that shit. Bald ass, bitch ass nigga said that shit. It says, because time is running out. And at this point, most of the population is still in a deep state of sleep. Woo! Let's get that. And the Lord said this was going to happen. And the Apostle Paul also said that this was also going to happen. Okay? Let's get that. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And we are eagerly waiting for that day. All right, those who are in the right spirit, we are waiting for the day of our Lord, man. And we know it's coming. It's almost there. All the prophecies, like the theme of the year, the hopeful year that all of the prophecies come to pass. Okay, so if we see the MOTB, all right, being implemented around the whole entire world, and we see in World War III, we know that our salvation is not. Romans 13:11 tells us that. Okay, so we are in that spirit. And hey, I was talking to my brother yesterday, and we're talking about it, how, you know, the feeling of tension has been around. Like, it's been up for a while, but now it's like, yo, you feel like something about to happen. You just feel it. You know, it's like every day you just feel, I was telling him, I was like, yo, I feel mad tense. I feel real light on my feet. I feel like any day anything could happen. So I don't feel at ease. I told him that. You know, my spirit don't feel at ease. I feel like something is up, like, you know, something's going on. And I got to stay ready. Like, I'm always like on alert, you know? And he was like, that's what he said. He said, I said, yeah, you know? It says, verse 2 says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. All right. And it looks like the very start of this year, yo, I went to a gas station today. For the first time in over a year, I saw the gas price drop down to $2.50 something. I was like, wait, what the fuck? My eyes are deceiving me. I had to clean my eyes real quick, take off my glasses, and look again. I said, nah, I'm gonna wait. Maybe he made a mistake. I'm gonna wait till when I'm coming back from work. I'm gonna stop and see if it's really what I'm seeing is true. I came back and it was still the same. I was like, oh shit. I actually went there, pumped some gas. I said, oh wow. You know? And I was surprised. I'm like, damn, $30 to fill up my gas tank now? Now we're not paying $50 and $60 no more? What the hell is going on? So now, spiritually, right away, you got to watch everything else to see what kind of spirit, what kind of vibration is out right now. Are people getting into that peace and safety spirit? We about to see sign. All right, we about to see sign, because they're setting people up. Okay, they're setting people up. So it says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Right? We're always alert. We're always watching. All right, we're always watching. I was watching the brother Amwan Gabar's video. He was talking about it. He was going into it. About how, you know, brothers are literally on our watchtower. You know, one brother see one thing on the West Coast, and he pass it over to the brother on the East Coast, and then he pass it down to the brother in Hawaii, and the brother in Hawaii pass it down to the brother in Colombia, and then you know, it's hey, we're watching everything. Hey, check this out, like you know, security. You know, you guarding the fort, so like you got your, you know, your radio, whatever. Like, hey, I just saw this guy pass by. Just make sure he's coming towards your direction. You watch him over there. Oh yeah, okay. What's he wearing? Oh, he's wearing this, and that. I see my guy. I got contact on him. Okay, I bet. Okay. Oh, hey brother, that guy over there, yo, I see him say this. He's doing this. Watch him. You know, he coming around your department. You know, hey, I see these devils. You know, they setting some shit up over there. You know, they're talking about this, and that. You know, I see them doing that Jade Helm shit in Virginia. Oh, okay. Yo, hey brothers, I saw some FEMA camps. You know, we're watching everything because we know what we're looking for. You know, the rest of the world, they're blind. But we're not in darkness. Right? We're not in darkness. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. So that goes back to what this guy said, because time is running out. And at this point, most of the population is still in deep state of sleep. And that's America. All right. In Samneapolis, America. All right. So I'm going to leave it off there, Lowell. You've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, BAHASHAM, Ruach HaKodesh, the water Yahawah, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi. And until next time, Shalom.